Let me ask you a little bit about your other castmates. You know,
Mm-hmm.
your castmates, they're wilding out right now. Like, what do you think with, like, Stevie J, of course, you've had to put up with it for years. You know, he's an absolute mess. But the whole thing with Joseline, like, everything that you were dealing with Joseline last season, it's like Joseline's dealing with that when it comes to Shay Mack now. So what do you think about the whole Joseline Shay Mack situation?
I mean, how you get them is how you lose them. So whatever she got coming to her is what she deserves, period. She took pride in, I took your nigga and blah, blah, blah. Okay, great, girl. You got him now. You deal with it. That's your problem and everything that comes along with him. You want to think it's a bed of roses? Boo-boo, it's not. But good luck. And I hope them the best. Wish them the best.
Now, what are your thoughts on Shay Mack, just in general? Like, that girl is wild.
Shay Mack is a young artist trying to make it just like everybody else in this music business, and she, by any means necessary, is what it's looking like to me. I mean, she says she's not fucking for it. She says that, okay. But she's trying to get in where she fit in like anybody else in this business. So, do I get it? Yeah, I get it.
But the fact that you even have to come out your mouth and say, yeah, I'm not trying to screw my way to the top, that shouldn't even be a factor if that's not how you're carrying yourself, you know?
Well, because a lot of people are. And I think she made that a point because she knew old girl was. So she was trying to differentiate between the two. That's what she's doing, but that's not what I'm doing. That's why I think she came out her mouth and said that.
But she got a TV out the situation. Isn't that nice?
That's sweet. That's sweet.
All right. Now, Rashida's pregnant. You know, I'm pretty sure she's due at any moment. The whole situation, the way like Kirk and Rashida are playing out right now on TV. Did you know it at the time when you guys were filming?
No, we didn't. They made sure to keep that real hush hush. I rarely shop with Rashida, so I didn't know anything, and I certainly didn't know Kurt was behaving like he was. I just think it's sad that they've been married for this long. Like, they were the go-to couple, Kurt and Rashida. They've been together, 12 some odd years? And for him to act like this is like, it's mind-blowing. I'm just sick for her. I'm so sick for her because I know how it feels to be pregnant and, to have to go through a pregnancy, but to have to deal with that while you're pregnant is just, my heart goes out to her for real.
Right, especially to be married that long, and the fact that your husband would bring up the fact of an abortion on national television. That's crazy.
Abortion, blood tests, like all of that is humiliating. Like, girl, I have no words.
Exactly.
No words.
And like, what did you see the point when he went over Benzino's house and it's like Benzino got all the strippers just chilling? Like, what was that whole situation about? Oh, yeah, he went to Benzino for advice. Yeah, he went to Benzino for advice. Unfortunately.
Advice.
But
in strippers.
But in the background, at Benzino's house, mind you, there are a whole bunch of strippers shaking their booty butt naked on the pole. Like, what?
Right.
What's going on? What's happening?
Girl.
Yeah. All right, let's move on over to let's move on over to the next couple. What about Lil Scrappy and Erica? Like, their whole situation's kind of crazy, too. And then they got the triangle. They got the Shay situation.
Right, and now they have the triangle situation. You know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about it. I mean, ultimately, it's the man. I blame him because he's lying to Erica. He's lying to Shay, and I blame him. So, Scrappy, I blame you for this shit.
Now, what about Mama D's role in it? Because she has a very strong role in it, and she seems like she really comes across like a pimp to her son. And she's trying to pimp these girls, but Erica wasn't down with the program.
Mama D, Scrappy's never, ever gonna have a successful relationship as long as Mama D got that leash around his neck. It's not gonna happen. So if he wants to have a successful relationship, she gonna have to loosen them reins up and let that man be a man. She gonna have to find her one, because it's just, that ain't it. That's a grown man, Mama. He's not a baby no more. You gotta let that man go. Let him go, Mama D.
Right.
He can always be your son, but you gotta let him go.
Right.